Nyarlathotep, the crawling chaos, I am the last. I will tell the audient void. Nyarlathotep came out of Egypt. Who he was, none could tell, but he was of the old native blood and looked like a pharaoh. The Fellahin knelt when they saw him, yet could not say why. He said he had risen up out of the blackness of 27 centuries, and that he had heard messages from places not on this planet. Into the lands of civilization came Nyarlathotep, swarthy, slender, and sinister, always buying strange instruments of glass and metal and combining them into instruments yet stranger. He spoke much of the sciences, of electricity and psychology, and gave exhibitions of power which sent his spectators away speechless, yet which swelled his fame to exceeding magnitude. This is how H.P. Lovecraft describes Nyarlathotep, the dark god, in his story of the same name. Based on this particular story, which is half a page really, it's a very short story, Chaosium Inc. created one of the most famous and probably even most loved campaigns for the Call of Cthulhu RPG called Masques of Nyarlathotep. This version that I'm showing you now is the 2010 edition, which has been enhanced and has been changed since it first came out in the 80s. This particular campaign will take your investigators around the world. It's gonna take you from North America to Europe to places as far-flung as Australia. And I'm showing you this today because I've got an unboxing video for you for the French version. But before I look at the French version, here is just basically a brief overview over the English. As you can see, it's one book only, and it's in black and white, as usual with Chaosium Inc. Publications. It contains a lot of text, a couple of black and white pictures, drawings, couple of floor plans, maps, nothing spectacular here. But of course you have this most lovely artwork on the cover. And this particular campaign was redone for French by a company called Détour. They are the owners of the French license, and it's called Les Masques de Nyarlathotep. This particular box came out in June 2012, and I've had it in shrink wrap since then because I wanted to do an unboxing. So that's what I'm going to do now. Unfortunately, I had to record over the audio for this recording because for some reason the audio didn't come with the first recording. So you can see it's a really big box. It's a little bigger than A4. It's actually also quite heavy. It's around 2 to 2.5 kilograms. And so let's see what the shrink wrap reveals when we open it. On the cover you see one of the aspects of Nyarlathotep, one of the masks that he can assume. It's the god of the red tongue. This is what this is, what this picture shows you. So as we open it, it's actually a bit difficult to open, as you can see. We see the first, oh yeah, something falls out straight away, and that is a little box of matches, and it doesn't show very well. It's actually a tiger on it. So you're going to use this probably as a prop later on in the campaign. The first booklet is the introduction booklet, and I'm just going to open it briefly for you. As you can see, it contains photographs, probably of all of the non-player characters. It contains text, obviously, for the campaign. Loads of pictures, photographs, floor plans of a ship, nice picture of, flavor picture for the Roaring Twenties, somebody dancing, and basic information, picture of the Sphinx. So this is basically meant for the keeper to get into the whole story. And you can tell already by this first booklet that the production value of this publication will be extremely high. both Sans Détour and Pegasus Spiele create really high-end publications. So they don't just rely on your basic black and white drawings that Chaosium use, whose value and I would even say beauty ranges from mediocre to really bad. They basically, Sans Détour and Pegasus go for full length photographs. You can see here, this is the London chapter. Nice photographs there to add a lot of flavor. That's probably an underground map in the left-hand corner. So basically, you as the keeper don't really have to do any research. You don't have to go out there. You don't have to download stuff from the internet to bring flavor to the table. It's all in the book. So here we have the London chapter. The next one is the Cairo chapter. Again, lovely artwork on the front of the book. And inside it, again, what you would expect from Sans Détour. Lovely photographs of Cairo. A map as well. And things you can just basically bring to the table, so you don't have to lug around the whole book. It's just enough if you bring the book that you want to play in this session. Here we've got the third installment, that's Kenya. And again, everything you need nicely laid out with, again, lots of flavor. This is then the Australian chapter. Again, nice artwork, and one of the masks actually moving behind, that's my cat. It's Nyarlathotep's cat aspect. And here a nice picture that I really like. This is a man milking a cow and giving milk to a kangaroo that's sitting next to him. And here an old map of Melbourne. So again, they put this together using a lot of materials and also, you know, using a lot of love to make it possible for you to enjoy this to the fullest. This is now the Chinese chapter. Again, nice drawings, nice pictures, nice artwork, photographs. The books vary in length, between 60 and 90 pages. And this is then the appendices. These are the player handouts, which come separately. You can either, you know, copy them straight from this book, or you can also go to Sans Détour's website where you can download them as PDFs, which is what I would do, and I would print them off, because otherwise you always have to take this book and find a copying machine and then make copies. Usually that's going to take you much longer than actually downloading something and then printing it off straight away. So as you can see here, we've got letters, handwritten letters, typed letters. That's ledger entries for you, newspaper articles. So again, high quality, as you would expect. Nice artwork on the front. Altogether you get 7 books. You have the introduction book, and for the keeper you have the annex appendices that you hand out to your players, and then you have the 5 different campaign episode books, geographically ordered. And of course a nice little prop. I bought this and I think it cost me around 50 euros, 60 euros. It's well worth it. If you speak French. I don't know if the content is different and in what way it is different from the English version, because Sans Détour don't just usually do translations, but they also change information to adapt it to make it more flavorful. And they did it with the basic rule book for Call of Cthulhu, where they added at least one rule that I'm aware of. That's the so-called aplomb rule, which is a pool of points that you can spend on your dice rolls. So it could well be that from a content perspective this one is also different.